Around here, them guns get the last word.
There is so much happening. So much happening. You guys will see screenshots, you guys will see videos. There's so much stuff happening. I will just try to put as much material in this video as possible. But what I'm actually going to be talking about is the things that's kind of important, relevant. But first off, before I talk about any of that, I do want to say thank you. You guys are truly amazing. We reached 8,000 subscribers about a few days ago, I think 3 days ago. And just the level of support from you guys has been truly insane. Live stream, comments, donations, all of it. Like, I really just want to say thank you, and I do appreciate it. There's a lot to talk about, so let's just move into the topics of this video. The first thing, and this one is kind of interesting. About 8 or 9 months ago, Takakana was banned from tournaments, I think also from Twitch. She lost her Red Bull sponsor. No one wanted anything to do with her. She said some crazy things and she was, canceled, right? She was canceled. And now she is back. Now, a lot of people are saying it's good, give people second chances. I believe in second chances as long as it's nothing too crazy. Whether or not you believe what she said was really that crazy, it's up to you. Another thing that I want to talk about here is rollback netcode. With this tweet and basically a lot of other tweets, you see people talking about rollback netcode and how Dragon Ball Z is getting it, Street Fighter, Tekken. Everybody's just talking about rollback netcode. And I know a lot of people are wondering, how will Tekken 8 perform? I already say that Tekken 8 will be good. It will be extremely good because Tekken 7, if it did not have all the issues it had, it could have been so much more greater. It really is hindered by the condition that it's in now, and Tekken 8 will no way follow that. Harada will do everything to prevent it. But just seeing this whole push towards rollback netcode by all these fighting games kind of just strengthen that, kind of just reinforces that concept of this is something that needs to be fixed, and everyone knows it. Everyone was kind of like heartbroken when we found out that Tekken 8 was going to be on only PS5 and Xbox Series X. But this one tweet right here kind of explains why that is. Sony is finally leaving the PS4 behind in favor of the PS5. A new trailer shows 23 games coming to PlayStation this year, but only 8 of them are coming to PS4. The rest are coming to PS5 only. In a live stream, I was going a little bit more in depth about this, but a quick recap is basically the PS4 Pro isn't powerful enough to run some of these games nowadays. A tweet from Bandai Namco Esports, it says, regarding the Tekken World Tour 2022 Global Finals Platform Partnership, we are proud to announce a partnership with PlayStation for the Tekken World Tour 2022 Global Finals, the official platform for the Last Chance qualifiers, and the Global Finals will be on the PS4 Pro. And the reason why this is important is because, one, it shows the reliance that a lot of people still have to the PS4 Pro, but also I think in terms of competition, this is crazy. A tweet from Nee back in December says, Steam PC Tekken 7 and PS4 Tekken 7 is different game. Due to the difference in input lag, there's also a difference in block ratio, and the moving feels different. I think it also affects character balance. I like that Bandai Namco announced which platform they will be using so everyone has time to prepare to learn, because I do think in a way Tekken 7 is a different game on different platforms. I go back and forth all the time between Xbox and PlayStation, and I can tell all the little differences in gameplay, but also the little differences in the menus, how the game loads, how the game processes. Maybe Tekken 8 will do a better job of fixing this, making the game more seamless, especially if they're going to introduce crossplay. You can't have different balancing because different input lag and all that stuff. It definitely needs to be seamless. One tweet here that I thought was interesting, it says Tekken was always PlayStation's platform in every other Tekken, and nobody complained before. I think people are getting bad habits with PC, and now they became more sensitive to lag. The thing about people who play on PC, you have to understand you're using the top of the line hardware to get the maximum out of these games. Not every tournament or not every person will be able to invest as much as you into your gaming setup and software. I do think PC will always be one step up above the consoles, but at the same time too, I think the consoles do need to do a better job, and also the developers and games. If Tekken's always for consoles, then the input lag needs to be the same regardless of how much power you can crank out. It needs to be consistent. Before we move on and talk about release date and Tekken 8 and characters and all that stuff, I want to give a little bit of an update to Arslan and Ash. I did a video already where I was talking about how some of them are struggling to get visas. I think Bilal eventually got his, but now we have a tweet here explaining that Atif Butt now got his visa as well. Currently, there is no mention of Arslan Ash getting his visa, so that is kind of a big question mark whether or not he will get his visa. If he does get one before this video uploads, I will put a picture right here. You guys will be able to see exactly what it is. But if not, it will just be blank, and we'll have to wait and see if he's able to. The days is counting down until the Tekken World Tour is here. I believe it's like 2 or 3 weeks away, so we got some time, but time is definitely running out.
Hey, Bruce in there, man. Come on, it can kick rocks. I mean, I haven't seen the throws yet. I really want to know what the throw system is like. But I like the wall break. I like how they break the walls on there. Still not a fan of this rage art crap because I already know Armor's probably still in the freaking game. I like the heat system that they got where aggression is being rewarded.
Talking about a release date, I mentioned this a few times in a few videos. What we have here today is a screenshot that was sent to me from a person on Twitter. That person did not want their identity made public, so I will respect their wishes. But what they sent to me is 2 screenshots. Basically, UK has Game. That's their market. That's their store where people buy games. And they have listed Tekken 8 with a TBC release date 2023. Now, this could be just kind of like a placeholder to be determined to be something, but the fact that it has 2023 there is kind of interesting because a lot of the stuff we've seen said 2024. So I just want to note this. I don't think this is any ground shaking information, but I did just want to note this. One of the final things that I'll talk about in this video, it says, will you please consider adding a gorilla to Tekken 8 so we can finally settle this debate? And it's a screenshot of a news article that is comparing a bear to a gorilla and how their bites is similar, the styles is similar. Basically, it's just memeing on the idea of having both in Tekken. I know Grand Blue Fantasy, I think they added a gorilla character themselves, so that's kind of ironic that another game did it first. You have another example of something that Tekken players has been requesting. Tekken Ball going to Street Fighter 6 is now a gorilla going to Grand Blue Fantasy. It's interesting that there's so many things that the community is asking for and the developers is like struggling to keep up. But then other games are like, hey, we have that thing that you want that you're not getting over there. Come over here. We have it. Wrapping off this video, Ed Boon was talking about the shutdown of Google Stadia, and even though it wasn't successful, it tried to innovate. It tried to push video games forward. In the response section to this, someone says, when they ask Noodle, when MK12. I like that Ed Boon responds, and he simply responds with a shrug. Even though the conversation is on Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6, you always have Mortal Kombat 12 looming in the background, waiting for its opportunity to release to start its marketing campaign. Once we get to that point, it's going to be really crazy because Street Fighter goes first, Tekken 8 is going second, and then Mortal Kombat is going third. And who knows, by that point we may be even on a new Smash or a new Dragon Ball, a new Soul Calibur. Time is moving very fast, and all of these releases, announcements is going to hit us like a train. It's going to be coming very fast. That's all the news that I was able to find and gather. Let me know what I missed. If there was some crazy stuff that I have no clue about, put it in the comment section. I'll do some research, and if it's really spicy, then another video will be on its way. But I do want to say thank you everyone once again. 8,000 subscribers is insane. It's something I couldn't even imagine, right? That's going to be it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one, and bye bye.